I was speaking to my wife the other night and just reflecting about how each of our boys has their own personality, and one of them in particular, he seems to be less talkative when I think about it. And I was trying to put my finger on it as I was discussing with her, and I said, we're really close, he and I, and it's hard to describe it because we have really deep, close bonding moments. And yet when I think about my interactions with him, he's less talkative than his brother. One of our boys, I can say, hey, start a conversation, and guaranteed every time the conversation will roll. With our other son, sometimes it'll roll, and yet other times just we'll get a or a nonchalant answer if an answer at all. And I was thinking about it, and then she said, he's just really contrarian. He likes to go against the grain. From the time he was barely talking, not even walking yet, he'd call her daddy and call me mommy, and then he got older and he'd call her sir and call me ma'am. He just likes to be contrarian and funny. And I was thinking about this some more later on. A video came up of one of our sons learning how to talk, and with the video that you were watching, we just say such and such word, and he would say such and such word instantly, or at least try to. With our other son, he's always had more of a humorous personality, where we'd say such and such word and coax him. Maybe he'd say it, maybe he'd give us a goofy face. And I started thinking about this, that, it's about just really meditating, getting to think about, know my children and know them on a deeper level, really think about these things. And then this morning, before leaving for an appointment, I was saying goodbye to the boys. I said, hey, come give me a hug and a goodbye kiss. And, one of them came and gave me a hug and goodbye kiss instantly. And the younger one, he went up to the plant in the living room, closed his eyes, started hugging the plant, said, goodbye, my dear daddy. He starts kissing all the leaves individually. And I'm just looking at him and thinking, we were talking about this. He just likes to be contrarian. I said, come here, buddy. I'm your daddy. And he just grins. He goes, nope. And he said, this is my daddy. So I think about it, and I realized if I had not appreciated or given thought for his personality, it could have been a sad moment. I could have gotten stubborn and walked off. But it'd be sad. I wouldn't be appreciating his personality and interacting with him according to his personality, which is what a relationship is, to interact according to personality. So I looked at him, hugging and kissing the plant that he called daddy. Thought about this, because I want to get my goodbye hug. I said, okay, well, you can hug and kiss your daddy, but I'm the hugging plant, and I'm going to come get you now. And he just squealed, and I gave him a big old hug and a kiss. I said, here's from the hugging plant. I like getting to know my children and learning about them so I can reciprocate and interact with them in a personal relationship.